We are dads, and we love tech, and we know your dad does too. It's Joe and Tony. Welcome to Dadgets. It was a big week because the kids' school pictures finally came in. And that's
Oh,
always such a big
yep.
deal every
hmm
year. We get hit up twice a year for them. I don't know about you, but we get spring, there's summer pictures, and then there's like another set of pictures
Yeah.
like in the
We
spring.
just had our first one done, and yeah, it
Yeah.
was
It's exciting. You get them, you
yeah.
get them in, you're excited.
hmm
Sometimes though, the kids look a little, they're not looking so great. I mean,
Right.
but I
hmm
feel like that's part of the fun of it, right? Like you get to see them just
Them in there on that day,
yeah,
right?
exactly, in
Yeah.
that moment. And I think and that moment is captured forever. And they do picture retakes. I feel like picture retakes are like cheating. Like
Yeah.
you gotta get what you get. And part of the fun of that is then putting that picture on display for everyone to see your child's weird like smile. Like, I'm not going to open my mouth when I smile. I'm going to instead press my lips together as hard as possible, or I'm going to do something weird with my eyebrows that I've never done
hmm
before.
Right.
Um,
Tuck my chin all the way in my chest.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
like, look straight
hmm,
down the barrel of the lens,
yeah, right.
point at the camera, like kind of, I don't know, my son's he's doing like kind of a real glare into the
Yeah,
camera.
right. Mine is acting. One of mine is acting like there is a like some sort of weapon being brandished on the other side, and they're doing this smile. Like, don't forget to smile. I wonder what the like photographers on those days have just got to be uh raging alcoholics. I feel like.
Sure. I mean, you got to get through it. You got to stay loose.
Right.
I'm sure that
Keep the
helps.
keep
And,
the energy up. I
right.
think that it's probably exhausting. It's like wedding DJ and children's photographer have got to be the most exhausting
hmm
energy draining type jobs. So anyway, they finally came in. They look awful slash great. And so we want to put them on display for everybody to see because it's cute, it's adorable, it's embarrassing. I want the kids to have to look at that all the time. Hey, those are expensive too. They ain't cheap.
hmm
You know what I mean? They're
Do you
getting you
pay extra for the background still?
extra for the backgrounds, extra for the
Yep.
digital, extra for the wallpaper, which I thought was just like phone or computer. No, they actually print it out on like glue. It's got a glue back. You can put it up in a room if you want. You can
Wow.
put up the wallpaper of the kid. It's great. It's awesome. But we got the frames, the old school pictures. We put them in some frames. We're gonna hang them up in the hallway. Now I have learned since becoming a husband and a dad that it is no longer acceptable to just throw it up with a piece of tape, throw up something on the wall with a piece of tape, which is how
Right.
I did it for decades. You
Yep.
just get something you want to
Get
put on
some scotch tape.
scotch tape and
Yeah.
just
You get
slap.
hit up those corners and just go, yeah, good enough.
Yeah. Well, that's not nice in a house where you spent up some money on your home. You want it to look
Sure.
nice. You don't want it to look like an alcoholic's dorm room. With you don't want it to look like the old Fight Club poster. So we got the frame, we got the picture frame, we put them up. So I want them to look nice and I want them to look straight. However, I don't have anything to like. I don't know how to make them look straight. I don't have any kind of tool to. I have the
Right.
old level.
You're eyeballing it,
I'm
right? You're a big
eyeballing it,
eyeball
and
guy.
I'd like
Yeah.
it to be more specific. I'd like to be able to
And
make it to
yeah,
where it's
and
level.
Tony, I've been to your house and it's a little disorienting, I gotta
It's a
admit,
little
because
off.
I'm kind of trying to understand what's level, and is it the floor sometimes? Is it the you have a lot of mirrors in your house
I
too
know, I
that
know. It's
are,
like a damn
yeah,
fun
it's
house in there. But yeah, so I need some sort of device, and I don't want to use. I feel like the old levels in the bubbles. Why are we still messing with the bubbles in
right.
2023, 2024? Why are we still messing with
Yeah.
those?
The ecto cooler, what
What's
happened to
in
all the
there?
leftover ecto
What
coolers?
is in?
It went in the levels. Let me tell you, one time I was curious and I said, is this ecto cooler? And I got sick, real sick.
You can't be drinking the forbidden level juice. You can't be
Well,
drinking the forbidden.
I
What's in that
needed to
bubble
know.
though? I know it's so enticing. So I just wish there was something. Do you know of anything I could use other than a like the forbidden juice bubble level.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we've got just the product for you, Tony.
Great.
So the product that we're talking about today, it is the Prexiso multi.
Prexiso.
It's Prexiso,
Great.
multi-surface laser level LED light
Oh my
vial,
gosh.
and this puppy is cool. So I think we've all seen the laser levels. Like, sure, one line sort of
Yeah.
makes
So yeah,
this.
it shoots out a little like red
Yeah.
line, and then that's a level. It has some sort of calibration,
Uh-huh.
mechanics, technology inside of it. It's about the size of like a tape measure, would you say, like a large tape measure? And
Exactly. And this puppy shoots out 3 lasers.
whoa, so
So
tri-directional.
yes, it's giving you that full visual on your wall of like what is level.
That's awesome. This would be perfect because 3 kids, 3 lasers. You can you just line them up.
Yep.
Each kid gets their own laser, and then we're good to go. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
you
you
got
got
one shooting out of the top, and
yeah, you got
then
1 and 2 on the sides.
that's
And
awesome.
like you said, it's about the size of a tape measure. You thumbtack it to your wall, and you can adjust what the level is. Unfortunately, we still can't avoid the bubble. It's still got the little bubble in there.
Be serious.
You got
Where
to
are they
use it
getting
to.
this bubble juice? This
I
is
don't
the
know.
thing.
Yeah.
In an apocalypse situation where we don't have any more water.
Mm. I'm first thing I'm doing is getting all those levels. I'm going to the hardware. Everyone's gonna be going to Costco. I'm gonna be the only
Idiots,
genius
fools.
going to Costco. Be like, sweet level juice.
Let's get this level juice. What? Oh, it's forbidden. You can't drink it though. You got sick
Um,
last time you drank it.
I did, but I think it was just,
It's probably
it
had gone
needs to
bad.
grow on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
expired. It
Right,
expired.
expired.
Uh,
So you can't avoid that. So you use that level to
mhm.
decide, what is level then on your wall.
Right.
Shoot, turn on those lasers.
Yep.
Boom. You've got 3 lines telling you exactly where to put that picture on the wall.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great. So then there's going to be no, basically we're letting the laser do the hard work. We just basically have to line it up and get it
Right.
on that line. And then it's going to be looking awesome. Everybody's going to be coming in and they're going to be like, the precision of which this frame is level is out of this world. And I can be like,
Right.
it actually is, because it's technology. This is brand new technology.
Yeah. I mean, I might, I know some guys walking around with that tape measure,
Right.
in their belt loop. They might just give a quick, like, measure comparison there,
Yeah.
and it would be just right on the dot, because this thing
Absolutely.
is very accurate. And the nice thing is too, you don't have to do anything to your wall,
Mm-mm.
because that laser is just gonna, you turn that off, line is gone.
Yeah, no more marks as well, because you used to have to have the old pencil or some sort of
Right.
writing, so you'd have to mark the line where it was level. You know what I mean? Where it was. And there's so much room for human error. And sometimes I want to
Yeah.
draw a little guy on the wall,
Right.
do some tic tac toe.
Yeah. Oh, it's tightrope walking on the line.
Right.
And then
Right.
then you go, oh shit, what have I done? I've completely
Ruin
then you
my
gotta,
wall.
oh, let me erase it. And then the
Big
eraser is like
mistake.
all dry. It makes it
Big mistake.
worse. Like, when an eraser always makes it worse.
And you're pulling the paint off the wall at this point, and
Right.
yeah, it's useless. But yeah, no, the
Yeah.
lasers are great. So the lasers are really replacing. Think about this: the lasers replacing the bubble levels, but it's also replacing pencils as well. So that's good to know.
That's right.
So
That's
yeah,
so
we got
much less
3.
tools.
This is battery powered, I'm assuming. Is this a chargeable thing, or are we gonna have to replace batteries all the time? Or
Yeah, you've got yourself,
because I'm gonna be using it a
there.
lot.
Yeah, no, makes sense. I think this is something you'd probably be getting out every other day.
Easily.
Because you want to make sure everything's still in order. But
Yeah.
yeah, you've got a battery compartment there, so
Okay.
that's fun. You get to change battery once
Heck
in a while.
yeah. I mean, those look like double
take it
A.
out, check the
Yeah.
life on the batteries.
Right. Right.
And you're doing those rechargeable batteries, right?
I'm still doing
You're still doing the
battery.
rechargeable.
Got sold
That's
on those for
That's
a
fun.
couple. Yeah, constantly. It's there's so much power at my house. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It comes in a very like bright kind of safety yellow, which is what you want to in a tool.
Yeah.
You want it to be pretty visible. So
Right.
I mean, don't just take our word for it though.
No.
I mean, we've got some really great reviews out there from some folks. We've got the one review here from Easy Flowing.
Yeah, good old easy flowing.
Yeah.
Good old reliable YouTube reviewer, easy
Yeah,
flowing.
9,000 subscribers. So I mean,
Zero comments on this video though.
yeah, this is not I think you'll see
Oh
this
yeah,
is just a perfectly executed
yeah.
video.
No one had any
Doesn't leave
comments.
anything left to possibly think or say after.
Literally leaves people
Yeah.
speechless. Yeah.
After this 3.5 minute evaluation of this laser level, there's really not much else to add.
People are tired after watching it all.
So
few projects I'm working on in my home away from home where precision is very important. And so I ordered this
Some
laser
projects.
level because
I mean, precision's pretty
Precision
important
is
to me.
important. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
As you can see, the packaging was very tight. Let's set up this baby.
Ooh, nice
and
tight
see how it
packaging.
works.
Love a
I don't-
good tight
yeah.
package.
I don't like opening something wondering if it was, rattling around.
No.
It could be broken.
No, she's shaking it.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh wow! Oh, the magnet. Oh, it's
Yep.
magnetic. Okay.
Yeah, so you have your base that you first put on the
Okay.
wall, and then
Yeah.
it hooks up to it on a magnet.
Yep. Two double A's.
Oh, comes with batteries. I
It
think
comes with
that's
those
pretty-
batteries. So I love the batteries that come with the product.
Yeah.
The brand that is never, it's never obviously named brand, but it's always so wild. And they last about 6-7 hours.
Right.
Whoa. We got lights on it. It
Oh,
kind of
it
lights
has a
all the way
light,
up.
and that was pretty shocking.
I did not expect that.
I think now this was cool because you don't get a lot of this in these videos, but we got like a
Pressed,
real
that's
reaction
platform.
here.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
She was blown away.
So cool.
This is very cool. And I feel like you can put it on your wall, it sticks to your wall and it stays there.
Right.
Who's to say you got to take it down? Leave it up. Let the lasers
I do
go.
like that. Yeah, and I do think that if you leave it up there, the lasers will eventually start working a line into your wall. Could potentially be a load. Don't do it on a load bearing wall.
Because you don't want it's going to be carving right through it. This is the thing. Do you think you could take one of these to say your local bank and you set up a meeting with the bank manager? We got to talk about some finance things, and then when he's not looking, you stick it to like at the end of his desk, and so one of the lasers is boring a hole into the vault. And maybe
right. I think if you just do that, once a week, I think eventually
you'll burn a hole right through the vault.
Right.
I feel like. And then you got.
And I also want to address any high school wise guys we have listening to this.
Oh yeah.
Don't think that you're going to bring this to a high school auditorium and be able to get 3 teachers at once. Okay.
You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able.
The laser's not that far.
I don't see
We got that shit got banned in my school. The lasers did. That's how serious that situation
It got bad
in the late 90s.
Right. At our school, they made one of the teachers blind.
Oh my God.
They just kept doing it.
I'm sure nothing's level at his house.
It's really straight.
It's very straight. I mean, I'd say it's the very definite. It's very bright too. The lights are bright. Can you change the colors
vibrant
of the lasers? Could you do different?
Right. The red does feel aggressive.
It feels.
It does sort of feel like you're in the middle of a scope.
Yeah. Shit. They found me.
The wall is nice and straight. The line is uninterrupted.
Right. You might want to be careful if you are being manhunted.
Yeah.
Using
Maybe
these
maybe
lasers,
in that situation, use the bubble level.
Here, my walls obviously need to be fixed.
Oh, her walls are jacked up.
They are not straight at all.
No, they're not straight.
The drywall
she seems to be blaming the product that the laser does not cover her uneven jacked up walls.
Like the drywall is not
and
smooth.
her wall is brown. It's just she has a brown wall.
Well, easy flowing despite her terrible wall. She loved it. She was a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it as well.
Same.
I think we should rate this product.
Let's do it.
So let's go and through our rating scale. So from worst to best, if we don't like something, we say we're going to rate it that they don't make them like they used to. If we're kind of like about it, we're going to say that we want to flip that one again. If we really love it, we're going to say that it made great time. And if it is an absolute must buy, immediately add to cart, we're going to say that we needed this rain. So on a scale from they don't make it like they used to we needed this rain, what would you rate this product, Joe?
So I'm definitely we needed this rain. I mean, being able to get a gadget like this out, get the lasers going, give myself that full visual when hanging that one, picture on the wall, like for your, in your case, the school photograph.
Yeah, to get the school portraits up there, get everybody looking right. I agree 1,000%. I definitely think this is a we needed this rain. I think this is going to be great for all of our art that we hang up. The not only the children's photos, but of course our fish posters and our all the fun things that we like to get and hang up on the wall. I have my wife's. This would be great for your wife's Live, Laugh, Love posters as well. Her signs. You could
absolutely
use this as well.
The big one that says home.
Yeah,
we know those are hard to get level. So great. This is a we needed this rain.
From the junk drawer and back of the closet, it's products of Dadget Past.
Do you remember when phones didn't have to look like phones?
Oh, yes, I do. Well, I remember, that was a real fun time because, phones were not in our pockets. They weren't.
Right. This was something that
they were not on our belt.
No.
They were on the table. They were on your coffee table,
yes.
on your end table. They were on your wall. They were in your bathroom. They were everywhere. You had big phones
and
everywhere.
They were big, blocky, ugly, gray, beige things that were just awful. And they were just not attractive to look at in as far as home decor goes, because that's really what it had to be, because you couldn't hide it. And so it kind of had to blend in with the house. Well, everybody got kind of crazy for a little bit, and we decided to try to make phones look like other things. Dads especially loved back in the day the like the football phone. Do you remember the football phone?
Oh yeah, I mean, this was a huge campaign done by Sports Illustrated as a way to get a subscription to their excellent magazine,
journalism.
Which I still am checking in with often at the dentist.
Hard-hitting journalism.
I've had a lot of work done to my teeth, and I've really caught up on
what's going on
Sports
with
Illustrated.
Bo Jackson.
Yes. Yeah, my dentist has all old Sports Illustrated,
just old
so
ones.
it's pretty fun.
Well, and if I'm correct too, like wasn't the football phone a gift when you got specifically the swimsuit issue?
I think you're right.
The big Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, which all of our dads loved for some reason. They must have had more articles that week or that month and about football and stuff in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it was a way to look at, porn.
It was acceptable. It was acceptable pornography that you could have at, your Jewel Osco's, your Walgreens. You could just throw out that Sports Illustrated and be like, oh, it's some casual pornography. That's great.
It was the Instagram of the day.
It really was. No, that's perfect. Yeah. That's actually perfect. Right. That's exactly what it was. Except Instagram didn't send you presumably 6 to 8 weeks later a phone that looked like a football.
No, which is unfortunate. I think that's missing out on opportunity. So, yeah, I mean, I think we have some a clip here from the Sports Illustrated football phone.
Christmas presents for my boyfriend is one of the most impossible things ever.
Totally.
You don't.
Yeah, these women don't know what we want.
Sports Illustrated's most exciting Christmas gift ever.
Football phone over here.
Football phone. It looks just like a tiny football. It flips open.
Yep.
And has push-button dialing, on-off ringer, mute button, and automatic redial.
I hope she orders that for Christmas for me.
And the football phone is free.
That's even better. And I don't have to go shopping for it, I hope. What do I have to do to get this?
It's free if you get Sports Illustrated at their biggest Christmas savings ever. A year subscription at almost 65% off the cover price.
This was at the era too, where like every 3 issues had Jordan or Gretzky on the cover. Right?
Yes, it was not. Yeah, we were out of stars at that point.
That was it.
Issue.
Sports Illustrated. I should have thought of that a long time ago.
So, Mom, if you're watching, please, for once.
This is a very regional commercial.
Oh, absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is. But yeah, no, the football phone was great. Your dad could call and he could redial things. Yeah. They really made a point to point out.
My dad did have one, and we had financial problems, like I mentioned, as a you know this about me. And
Absolutely.
I remember him getting off the phone with the bank, and he threw a perfect spiral across the. He threw this thing in a perfect spiral across the room, and just right in the breadbasket at my mom. You know,
Right.
it wasn't intentional, but it was a really nice line
Well, she
drive.
should have had her hands up. She should have had her hands.
Yeah.
You know, where's your hands? You know,
And she caught it with her body. You know,
right.
But
This
yeah,
is great.
it was
You
impressive.
guys used to
So it
go.
was a
You
fun
guys used to
phone.
go out in the backyard and make some calls.
Yeah.
Place.
Well, yeah, my dad, he was never away from his phone in this case, and you have that long line running all the way to the backyard. So
Right.
he'd have me go deep, and sometimes the phone would show up, sometimes it wouldn't.
Right.
I'd kind of just be standing out there in the field, just waiting for the ball. But my dad was a busy guy.
Oh yeah, no,
And,
always had something going on.
That's not all, too. I mean, we didn't just have a football phone.
We're here at an athletic shoe store.
We also had this the speaker or the sneaker phone as well.
Oh, it looks
from
like a
Sports
sneaker.
Illustrated,
Yeah, I remember
which
this
is
one.
A great follow-up to the football.
See people's reactions to this sneaker phone from Sports Illustrated.
And he's whispering.
He's whispering because he's in a shoe store.
He's in a shoe store with an entire camera crew.
They're all shopping and like, oh my God, look at this! It's a phone. They're picking up the shoe.
What?
They're holding up.
Why would it?
I've never saw anything like that. Did they all ring?
These guys are having fun with it. They are loving this.
Come here, look at this. I can't believe it. You like that? Yeah.
Wow, there's some great fits in this.
There's some really good. These guys look great. It looks. What would you describe the shoe looks like?
It is a chunky, just kind of plain white tennis shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's doing a bit here.
Honey, you won't believe where I'm calling from.
Oh boy, don't want to get that call.
Phone works just like
Jail again.
It has push
Jail again. Mute and redial were the two big things on these phones.
What phone did not have that?
No. So yeah, this is yeah. It seems like this is like the other one, where the football phone was making people excited, and it was making the sneaker phone is making people positively giddy. Giggling like school children.
It's like something that they've just always wanted to do, and so it doesn't just stop there. I mean, Sports Illustrated, sure,
right? They had the market cornered for a little bit on fun shaped phones,
but it's not just it's phones just shaped like anything. I mean, I'm sure somebody's relative had the famous duck phone, which is a phone that just looks like
a duck.
Like a what are those called when they put the wooden ducks in the water?
Oh, decoy, like a decoy.
It looks like a duck decoy.
Only on this one you can call your mother.
And we have a sound of this thing.
Oh yeah, this is what it would sound like.
It would actually actually quack. And its eyes turn red. I mean, imagine that. Imagine getting some bad news on this.
Oh my gosh. Hello, what is it?
Hey, well, how's it going?
Like, is it inoperable? What? I'm sorry, you'll have to speak up. I'm talking on my duck. But
it's hard to hold. I can't. Yeah,
it's huge, and it would make that noise. The eyes would turn red, and its little duck bill would go open and shut.
Right.
It's very weird. Very weird. The duck one, I feel like, is very specific.
But a great sort of thing that you can put in a den.
Yes,
a billiards room.
That's very denish. That one is very denish. I absolutely.
And I think the ultimate phone, I think, shaped like something that doesn't look like a phone. I think we all know this because I'm sure that we have a lot of comedy fans who listen to this show. A lot of you comedy guys, we know you're out there.
Absolutely.
And in our research of the Garfield phone, we have to say there is an unprecedented amount of bad bits around. People think the Garfield phone is funny.
This is the thing. People are trying to use the Garfield phone to go viral, and it ends up being more creepy than funny. But yeah, this is the Garfield got his own phone as well, and this was great for moms and everybody who loved Garfield. And who didn't love Garfield?
And we have a great commercial here from Australia.
Oh, so yeah, it was global.
Phone.
Around when suddenly I became a phone.
Oh, hello, Grandma.
And that's Australian Garfield voice there.
Yes, I knew.
It's feature packed with tone or pulse dialing
I gave that up.
and last number redial.
Oh, I don't believe it.
When you're talking, Garfield's awake. When you hang up,
Bye.
he goes back to sleep.
His eyes closed.
His eyes
Yeah.
closed.
Available at Grace Brothers, phone shops, and selected gift shops. As Garfield says,
I won't answer to any other cat.
Now that
That's his
impression,
famous line.
Yeah.
That's his famous line, of course.
And he kind of did an Italian accent there. I would say that Garfield sounded a little Italian.
The Australians are always so innovative, and they're always looking for fun, different spins to put on classic, normally American culture. So yeah, come up with your own funny voice for Garfield. Come up with the saying that you say that he says all the time.
Yeah, and
that
I
I've
think
never
it's
heard.
Like maybe it's they hear it backwards in
That's
Australia. And
That's it.
so it just sounds different. It sounds like a David Lynch kind of, backwards talk sort of situation.
Absolutely. Well, I think I think that Tim Apple and all the guys who make the phones, they should take a cue from these classic phone designs. And we should start. I would love to start carrying around a mini Garfield in my pocket, or a little football, something fun like that. Like these blocky rectangle, boring. You know what I mean? Like
very boring. Yeah, I'd love to just like have a basketball under my arm.
That's good. Yeah,
and then just excuse me, gotta take this.
I would like mine to look like a coffee mug or something. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Something we're all carrying around anyway. Make it so you can put coffee in it too.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But don't hold it directly.
That could be
your
dangerous.
face.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt. It'll be hot. Caution, it's hot.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, a much more fun time, a much more whimsical time where you got a call. Ronald Reagan has just taken your home. You're getting a call from the bank, and what a better way to hear the great news than talking on your Sports Illustrated sneaker phone. And you get to look at a fun magazine while you do it. You get to look at a fun, sexy magazine.
Great to flip
sports.
through. Never read a word of those things.
Damn thing.
Never read a damn word in a magazine.
Well, we hope we've made the tech landscape a little bit easier to navigate for you and your dad. We'd love to hear from you and your feedback on the tech we covered today. If you have a gadget you think dads will love, send us an email at dadgetspodcast@gmail.com. We rate products, but you can rate us on Apple, Spotify, and all the other podcast places. I'm Tony.
I'm Joe.
Talk to you next time.